As school choice becomes a major staple of Florida's education system, one type of school is becoming a more popular option for letting students decide what they learn and how they learn it. And now these non-traditional classrooms are starting to get backed by big government money. Investigative reporter Katie Legrone explores Florida's growing micro school movement.
Queso, mantequilla pan.
Tucked inside a church on Florida's west coast,
Queso, mantequilla pan.
a handful of kindergartners begin their day reading and singing in Spanish,
La mitad son grandes.
with two teachers leading the way.
Cuatro.
For founder Linda Rozo,
Do you advertise?
A little bit. We use social media to help get our families.
this kind of micro-learning is all by design.
Hoy tenemos.
The inspiration was definitely my goddaughter. I knew that as she got older, what was out there, the traditional way of education, the schooling system, I just wasn't content with what that looked like, and neither was her mom.
So Rozo, who has a master's degree in education, recently opened her first micro school. A growing movement of non-traditional schools often characterized by student-led learning,
Sí o no? No.
small class sizes, and almost no testing or homework.
For us, it's connection. Our kids are needing more connection than what they're receiving in these traditional settings.
Now that everyone is here, we'll begin the lesson. They are free of stress and pressure. Like, there's no pressure to perform here.
Heather Howell's micro school, also on Florida's west coast, was born out of the pandemic
Now let's make a floor for us.
in her garage.
I went into this as a passion project, something that brings me joy, something that I know I'm creating a dream of a childhood for my child and other children.
Today, she too rents space at a local church, has 3 teachers on staff,
That was that, okay?
and 15 students enrolled, ranging from 4 to 11 years old. Though all of her teachers and most of her parents did not want their children featured in the story.
I think that a lot of us are realizing what's more important is to have that village again and to educate our children in a way that we see fit.
You get more experience than what the public school provides.
To date, how many micro schools are there in our state?
There are a lot, but I don't know. They're kind of hidden, just like homeschooling is hidden. And that's why I started putting the list together.
Candace Leyenbauer, who opened up her own micro school in Boca Raton after homeschooling her 6 kids, recently founded Micro School Florida, a group dedicated to connecting families seeking non-traditional education options. Today, her list of Florida micro schools has topped 200 and counting.
Why do you think micro schools are gaining in popularity?
You have a lot more say. I think that's kind of a funny thing when we have a new parent that comes in and they've been in public school this whole time. And then all of a sudden they're getting emails, pictures, texts. Here's how your child's doing. Oh my gosh, they did so great today. And all of a sudden they're getting a lot more feedback and they're a part of the journey.
In a state where the fight over parents' rights have inspired culture wars, political campaigns, and a number of new state laws, perhaps it's no surprise micro schools appear to be having a macro impact in Florida, which is only expected to grow as the state offers its blessing and the money to back it. This year, micro schools became eligible to receive public dollars under Florida's Universal School Voucher Program, which means parents who send their kids to a tiny school can get thousands of dollars in taxpayer funds to help pay for it. Tuition at micro schools can range. Heather Howell charges just under $1,000 a month.
Now there's no barriers to entry for most families in our county.
Linda Rozo, $1,500 a month.
It's a wonderful thing. This wouldn't have been an option for my goddaughter had we not received the vouchers for her.
But critics caution while the idea of smaller class sizes appeals to most parents, the reality of publicly funding schools that often self-govern and answer to no one could be risky and dangerous.
I just think that we have to have more checks and balances.
Damaris Allen is executive director of the advocacy group Families for Strong Public Schools.
We have tons of regulations when it comes to our public schools to ensure our kids are receiving a quality education. Our teachers are certified, they have an education. None of those things are required in our private schools or micro schools.
I could not go back into a traditional setting.
Shayla Hightower isn't certified, has a child development associate credential, but says working at Rozo's micro school saved her from leaving the profession altogether.
Every problem I saw walking into a classroom as an educator, feeling burnt out, feeling exhausted, feeling like there were too many kids and not enough time to give them what they need, Linda's trying to fix. She's healing education by healing the educators.
And parents who are all in.
They love it here.
The sun brought the beginning of a new day.
and say these tiny schools are providing what they believe public schools simply can't and will never be able to.
I think there's a frustration that the parents are not getting what they instinctively know what the child needs, and the school system's not responding.
Katie LeGrone, WPTV News Channel 5.